My dear learners, today I am going to teach you present perfect and its passive voice. You know present perfect structure very clearly. What is the present perfect structure? That is, subject is common, object is also common. Subject, object in the middle, that is verb form. What should be the verb form here? Have, has, plus third form of the verb, that is present participle. Sorry, past participle. Past participle should be the form of the verb. So subject, have, has, verb 3, that is past participle plus object. This is the present perfect active structure. It is also the tense structure. Tense, you know, present perfect tense, if you ask, I have gone there. I have gone there. She has done it. She has done it. We have spoken. I have met him. I have met him. So this is the construction. Have or has plus V3 is the construction. So let me introduce the construction of passive in this. There is very slight difference we have to make. In structure, structurally if we take, first subject becomes object. Object will come as the subject. It is common in all the passive construction. Okay. So first object, if we take a sentence, one sentence I'll give you the sentence. What is the object we have to find? What is the object in the sentence? I have done my homework. I have done my homework is the sentence. I have done my homework in this. What have I done? If I ask the question, suppose some people, some of you, some of the students generally get confused about the finding of object in the sentence. Finding of the object in a sentence is very simple method. That is what I said in almost all the days. That is just you have to ask a question with the subject and the verb. Subject and the verb. I have done my homework. In this sentence, subject is I. I.e., I am the doer of the work. I am the subject. I am the person who is doing the work. So I have done the work. I is the subject. Have is the helping verb. Done is main verb. My homework is object. My homework is object. What have I done? If I ask, answer is my homework is the answer. So the my homework I must bring to here in the passive as a subject. Bring here as a subject. So we must start the answer with my homework. My homework, here we have to consider when there are two helping verbs. One is have, another is has. Have and has two other. So which one we have to take? Here I have, I used. But in passive construction, can we take the same have again? No, we cannot take. Why? What is the reason? We must consider the number of the subject. Subject is singular subject. My homework is singular subject. Singular only, that is. No works, only work. My homework. So here, my homework has. My homework has done by. My homework has been. What been we should add. Otherwise, sentence goes wrong. Sentence will not get the sense because we start the sentence with object. When we start the sentence with object, if you do not use been with the perfect tenses, we won't get the equivalent sense. My homework has been done by me. My homework has been done by me is the passive section. Okay. Everybody, I feel that you grasp this idea. So now let me ask you another question. You people can do it. Your question is here. He is a singular. So next helping verb we must use has, as it is a present perfect. He has. He has won the match. He has won the match. This is the sentence. Present perfect sentence. So in this sentence, first, what is our duty? In all the passive construction, we must find the object in sentence. If you do not know what is the object, there are two kinds of object. One is direct object. Another is indirect object. Direct object will be the answer of the question what? What has he won? If I ask up to here, up to the verb, subject to verb, what has he won? Answer is the match. This match is the object. This match is the object. So let us start the sentence. Let us begin the sentence with the match. The match. The match. Can we again give the same as what is written above? What is taken above? Because the match is singular. When the match is singular, we can use the same again. The match has is followed by a be form, that is been. Been has been. The match has been. Win, won, won. Same as it is, because already that is third form of the verb. It is already third form of the verb, so there is no change at all. So has been won by. He is the subject form. What is the object form? Him is the object form. Him is the object form. So here, what is the verb now? What is the change happened in the verb? Has been won. Just we added one been here. Added one been here. So don't think that always just add the been here in the present perfect tense. Sometimes we must change the have and has. Here also slight change. Slight change will happen because based on the number of the subject. What is the number of the subject we take here? The object becomes the subject. By the time you should see the number of the subject. If the number is singular, you can use has. If it is plural, it should be have. Okay. Then the same sentence we can transform into negative. You know what is the negative? He has won the match. Negative is he hasn't won the match. He hasn't won the match is the negative. So the same sentence again changing into passive. The match hasn't been won by him. The match hasn't been. Hasn't already in the sentence hasn't is given. Again in the answer in passive also we must use hasn't. So hasn't been. The match has not been won by him. If it is a question, how can you frame the question? This has is a helping verb. This is the helping verb. This has is placed at the beginning of the sentence to frame the question. Just place this has at the beginning. Has he won the match? Has he won the match? Sentence changed it. Just has he won the match? What we have done from the statement, lifted the has helping verb and placed it at the beginning of the sentence. We got question, yes or no question, that is. It's a yes or no question. In yes or no question, only this method. What is any helping verb is that helping verb you take and place at the beginning, you will get yes or no question. Has he won the match is a question mark I can place because I'm not writing here, you will understand. Again, if you want to change the same question into passive, if you want to ask the same question into passive, oh, has he been won the match? Has he been won the match? Has starts with the has. He is the subject to go second. Has he? Just add a been here. Been won as it is won the match. Won the match. So this is the question. Has he been won the match? Okay. WH question. If I take how, just add here one how. Question changes. How has he been won the match? How has he been won the match? Nothing done, just added one how here. When how here, just added one how here, how has he been won the match is the answer. Okay. It becomes a WH question. WH question in the sense question word question. Question word question, how to change into passive voice, you know very clearly. Because all many sessions we have discussed the same. So it will not be a difficult part for you. I hope you understood. Yes? Just I gave one example here and you transform it into negative question, question passive, question active, everything. Okay. Now, if you got the idea about this one more sentence we will practice here. One more sentence. I am giving you right to practice one sentence more. Okay. Ready? Get ready, everybody. I just give here my brother has solved SOLD solved his car. My brother has solved his car. Here, first, what is your first attempt to find object? What is the object here? What has my brother solved? What has my brother solved? A car or his car. His car is the object. So when we transform the sentence into passive, we just start the sentence with this object. Subject becomes, this subject will go as a object in the passive, and this object will come as the subject in the passive. Okay, so his car is singular, brother is also singular, so there is no problem at all. You can directly, his car has, as it is, you can use have. His car has. What should be the next word? Been is there in structure, you know already. Have or has. Been is the structure. Been plus third form of the verb. This is the structure. Okay. His car has been. His car has been. What is the V3 already given here? That this is V3 form. That is solved. Solved by my brother. My brother. Same. There is no change at all here. Only just add has plus been, has been. Same if you make it into negative. My brother hasn't solved his car. My brother hasn't solved his car. Answer is his car hasn't been solved by my brother. Just if there is negative, not sense of not is given, the not as it is, you should add in the answer is. That is in passive constructions too. Okay. And then if it is question, has my brother solved his car? Has my brother solved his car? Has my brother solved his car? Has the car been solved by my brother? Has the car been solved by my brother? This is the use. Why has my brother solved his car? Why has the car been solved by my brother? Why has the car been solved by my brother? Why has my brother solved his car is the sentence. Why has my brother solved the car? So why has the car been solved by my brother? Okay, right? This is the WH question. So here the rules of framing or transforming an active present perfect sentence into passive in all the ways you understood. That is, if it is negative, just add not as it is. And if it is question in passive also, this should be question. Question starts with have or has according to the number of the subject, that is singular or plural. The next is a question, a yes or no question starts with have or has. Been is the be form used in the present perfect. WH question always starts with the same question word. What is given there? Question word: what, which, when, where, why, how, who, whom. These all question words. So what is given the same question word again? We must repeat in the passive construction too. Now let me go with past perfect. Past perfect is very simple one. Past perfect. Present perfect. There are two helping verbs. One is have and another one is has. But here in the past perfect, just only past perfect only had is the helping verb. Had is the helping verb. Had plus been we add and V3 is the structure of the verb. Structure of the verb. This is the structure of the verb. What is here? Had been and V3. Had been plus V3. So there is no confusion at all. Whatever the sentence comes, just find the object and use had been. Example. He had played many matches. Sachin had played many matches. When I say Sachin had played many matches. Here, what is the objective? First, our thought should divert towards the object. What is the object here? What Sachin had played. What Sachin had played. So answer is many matches. Object. Many matches is the object. So start main idea why I always find the object in front of you. Most of the students, they feel difficult how to find the object. Many students got confused about the object means at the end of the sentence what comes, they misunderstand. It's wrong. That is not objective. Object means when the doer of the action does a work, its effect it goes on whom or on which. That is the doer of the result of the action reflects on the objects. That is object. Okay, here many matches we must start. Many matches. Here there are no two auxiliary verb, only single auxiliary verb. What is the one auxiliary verb here? Had. So had we must write here. There is no confusion at all. We need not bother about it because only one helping verb is there. And after directly you can use been here, had been, and already V3 is given the played by Sachin. Played by Sachin. This is the answer. So here, if we take the verb had been played, is the verb. Had been played is the combination of verb, combined verb. That is, had is a helping verb, been is also helping the third form of be, and played is the third form of the main verb. With three, it is past participle. Okay. What is the change when we made here, when we frame the sentence from active voice? This is AV, from AV to PV when we constructed. What is the change we made here? Nothing, just added one been and subject become object and object become the subject. So it is so easy. Very simple one. Next, its negative also I would like to give you. Negative is Sachin had not played many matches. Hadn't played many matches. Sachin hadn't played many matches. Here, hadn't is given, had not is given. The same had not is repeated in the answer too. In the answer also, you must use the same not, negative. Many matches had not been played by Sachin. Yes or no question? How to make the question? Had Sachin played many matches? Had Sachin played many matches? That is the question. Yes or no question. And WH question. What what had Sachin played? What had Sachin played? If we ask many matches, will get the answer. Instead of that, we ask when had Sachin played many matches? When had Sachin played many matches? When had many matches been played by Sachin? When had many matches is the object. When had many matches been played by Sachin? Been played by Sachin. This is the way of writing the question. That is question word question. WH question. So it's very simple. Construction is very simple. Already had is given, the just added had been. Okay. Had been we must use as it is. Now the final another perfect. This is present perfect over past perfect, and the last one is future perfect. Future perfect. All the three perfect together you can understand. You can compare. You can compare. When you compare, you will understand the difference between the three perfect tenses. Because commonly we are using the same, almost same helping verb and the same be form. Future perfect. Future perfect here, you see structure is will and shall is common. Will, only simple will use otherwise. Or shall, will and shall. Will, shall plus have been directly used. Been plus V3 is the structural form of the verb. Will have been, shall have been, or will have been, we must use. Let us see. If we take one example I take. I shall have been. I shall have been. I shall have. I shall have consulted. Consulted the manager. I shall have consulted the manager. So this is the, here shall have consulted is the verb. Whom shall I have consulted? The manager. The manager is the object. So this manager we must take as an object here. So the manager will, not shall, because here I is the I. That's why shall used first person. The manager is a third person. We can use will. Anyone, will or shall, two given in this. Anyone you can use. The manager will have been. Will have been. The manager will have been consulted. Consulted by me. By me. This is the answer. So here will have been used. In the first sentence, you see in the future perfect, there is no been. But in passive construction, there is been. Okay? This is the difference. If it is negative, shall not, I shall not. In answer, will not. The manager will not have been consulted. If it is a question, shall I have been consulted the manager? In answer, will the manager have been consulted by me? This is the question. So all the format is same. The method of framing, all the structures and almost how to transform the method what we used, technique is same. So what you have to do is you must now understand about all the simple together, all the continuous together, all the perfect together. In this way I have given you. It is very easiest method for you. Let us see all together once again here. Whatever now at present we have learned, first let us go with the present perfect and passive. Present perfect passive here. Given a few example, he has completed the work. The work has been completed by him is given. So in this way, everything whatever I have given, it is clearly mentioned the subject and have been with the structures, with examples, everything given. Subham has written homework, active voice. Homework has been written by Subham. Okay, it's negative given and questions how to frame given. Past perfect is given here. Past perfect rules. They had won the game. The game had been won by them. They had not won the game had not been won by them. Okay, this is another way. And past perfect with the structures and all the constructions. Last and final, what I said here is future perfect. This future perfect, once you see, it's also the structure given. She will have cooked the food active voice. What is its passive? Is she will, sorry, subject will have been, we must use plus V3 by plus agent. The food will have been cooked by her is given there. See, in this will have been or shall have been is used. Okay, so according to the context, we must use it. That you understood. And last and final, one more thing is that is future tense with going to. Going to means going to. Already we studied first that going to be. She is going to cook the food. So answer will be whenever we change the going to be plus V3 is added. Here you see subject after is are plus going to plus B plus V3 by agent. The food is going to be cooked by her. Going to be cooked. That is the method. Next down you see Shubham is going to write homework. Answer is homework is going to be written by Subha. Simran is going to learn English. English is going to be learned by Simran. This is also passive construction. So I hope everybody you understood what is the method of framing the sentences, how to change an active voice, present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect into passive. With this, I hope that almost all the first class we studied present simple, past simple, and future simple structures. Once again, you have to revise. And second day, we learned about continuous tenses, that is progressive tenses, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. We haven't studied because it has no passive form. Then last today we learned about this present perfect and past perfect, last future perfect. Future perfect how to change also you understood, and not only the statements changing of negatives, changing of positive affirmative, changing of questions into question passive, WH question into WH question passive. So detailed questions, information questions they are called, information questions into passive. All these passive constructions is the higher level of learning language. So improvement is very slow. The slow improvement altogether when you connect, you are a good speaker. You can become a good speaker. So all the constructions what we studied, all types of sentences what we studied, I have worked out only a few sentences here. These few sentences, not only the sentence you have to practice, you must practice a lot of sentences. You should be able to create of your own sentences in your mind, in your notebook. You can fill, you can do a lot of practices. Practice can only develop your levels. So that level you are developing in these days, I understood. So because already tenses we learned, tenses structures are the active voice structures. These active voice structures only helps us to change it into again passive voice construction. So this passive voice construction, when you learn, our level of language development one step more we climbed. So this in this way, step by step, we are going up. Our level of English is improving day by day. So I hope that You will understand, you will find your mistakes. You are reading every day. You should read a little bit of not only grammar and not only what we speak here, extra things you have to try to improve and read and develop, listen, watch, all these senses you have to utilize. I hope that you will learn everything, you will get everything. You are trying for that. Until we meet in the next class, let us take leave for today and we will meet again tomorrow.